All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, Green World Africa, brothers and sisters. How are you today? Here we are. We are again in this Green World African region Friday Zoom online training, Friday empowerment session. And today we have a very special guest. Okay, we have our star leaders from Zimbabwe. Okay, so this is what I like from Zimbabwe. They have so many young, talented people, very energetic, okay, highly motivated, and not only energetic, not only highly motivated, but they also as achievers. So for the first session, we are going to have Mr. Brighton Mutemi, our six-star leader from Greenwood, Zimbabwe. Mr. Brighton Mutemi will share with us the training of 7 pillars of network marketing. And then the second session, we are going to have Mr. Tawanda Kachiza. He's going to share with us a training of how to fail in network marketing. It's a bit unique because every time we always learn about how to be success in network marketing. But today is something different. Okay, Mr. Kachiza will tell us how to fail in network marketing. It's very interesting. So without wasting our time, I would like to welcome our first speaker, Mr. Brighton Mutemi. Please, sir, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Budiman, and the whole Greenworld International Business School for this opportunity. I hope and trust everyone is surely going to be benefiting from this training. I believe that it's a training that is filled with information that is very, very critical and very, very important for us to make it in this industry and to make it in this business. So my name is Mr. Brighton Mutemi, as you can see on my screen sharing there. I am also a six-star leader from Zimbabwe, and I usually move with this motto, which is very powerful, which says whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Because you get to see that in anything that we're doing in this life as of today, we are trying by all means to make sure that we make it in life. We become successful. We make sure that everything that we need comes into existence. But the bottom point of all this is that if you don't conceive that in your mindset, and if you don't believe it you yourself, you won't achieve it. So you need to understand that what you conceive and what you believe will surely bring what is called success in your life. So I am going to share with you and assist you on things that are very, very important in our industry and in our business. Firstly, I want to talk about the primary reason why we joined the network marketing business, because you get to understand that when you join the business, we're being told that you're going to get awards, you're going to get a lot of things. But the bottom line of all this, what is it exactly that we are supposed to be doing in this industry? So the primary reasons why we joined the network marketing business is that we understand that from recruiting, we get a team. And from getting a team, we get into sales. And from those sales, we get what are called BVs. And those BVs are going to help us to make sure that we attain what is called bonus at the end of the month, or on the 19th of each and every month, depending with your calendar in whichever country you are situated. So you get to understand that you cannot be able to recruit, or you cannot be able to get into sales if you're not doing what is called attending trainings. Because trainings are the bottom line, or actually the main focus that helps us to make it in this industry. So you need to also understand that outside there in our world that we're living in today, there's a lot of competition that is taking place. There's a lot of competition that is taking place. There are a lot of companies that are coming through and that are also involved in this network marketing system or in this network marketing business. But at the end of the day, we need to understand, or we need to know how we can beat our competitors. People are now being tired of being sold a lot of products outside there. People are tired of getting information that is not even unique in any way, because people are just now used to get, maybe, for example, maybe it's Vig Power. You go and sell the Vig Power. Then after selling the Vig Power, the person feels like, yeah, you know, your Vig Power really works very well, but you know, it's not quite, you're not giving me that which is very important, that I want from what is called Vig Power. Huh? So people are tired now of being sold to things. So now you need to be at the cutting edge. But how do you get at that cutting edge if you're not attending trainings? So trainings will make you smart. Trainings will make you smart. They'll help you to find a way, or they will help you to go exactly where it is very important for you to make it in this business. People who are not making it in this industry, it's because they don't understand the pillars that I'm going to even explain below, that I'm going to talk about today. Some are even aware of these pillars, but they're not making, or they're not putting them into practice. So that's why they're not even making it in this business. So we also need to understand that the network marketing business is a structure which is supported by pillars. It's a building. It's a building. So on a certain building, if we lose one pillar, definitely it means that that building is no longer safe, or it's no longer strong enough. So you get to understand that network marketing is a structure that is supported by pillars. So these pillars are very, very, very important. So I hope and trust a lot of us are going to benefit from these pillars, and we're going to know how these pillars are going to be working in our industry, and how they can assist us in making sure that we transform ourselves in this industry. So these 7 pillars, we also need to understand that from the 7 pillars of network marketing business that we're going to be talking about here, for us to believe that this is a fortified, or this is a very strong building, we should find pillars on that building. So if we lose 2 or 3 pillars, if we lose 4 pillars, definitely that building is no longer strong. So you get to see that as I'm going to be explaining each and every pillar. You get to know, even you as an individual, how many pillars that you have, that you are using currently, that you are applying in this business. And you know why you're not making it, and you know why you're not strong enough in this business. So these are the 7 pillars that we have, ladies and gentlemen. The first pillar that we're going to start to talk about is a very, very basic pillar that we all know, which is called recruiting. Because once you join our business, we're all told that you're supposed to recruit, you're supposed to join the business and make sure that you invite a number of people. And when you invite a number of people, they are now going to also be doing what you're supposed to be doing, which is called duplication. And you also need to understand that every network marketing business requires what is called recruitment. If it is a network marketing business and it does not have what is called recruitment, then that's not network marketing. That's not network marketing. And also we need to understand that, remember, when we're being shared to the compensation plan, when the compensation plan is being shared to us on the new distributors presentations, you get to see that we are told that this business is an inheritable business. It is a business that helps you to at least leave an inheritance for your children, or even to leave an inheritance to whoever you can leave the inheritance to. But without recruitment, there is no inheritance. It's not an inheritable business when there is no recruitment. Because when you die, when it is in this network marketing business, when you die, you should understand that the business will not stop just because you're dead. The business will still continue. The business will still assist a lot of people to be making money as you are gone. But you can only inherit the business when you had something that you were putting into action. So recruiting is simply importing new blood in your network consistently. There is no recruitment whereby you can tell yourself that, I was recruiting, then I got to 7-star, I got to 8-star, then I felt like I need to rest because I have a stagnant, I now have a settled network of people that are now doing business. Because you're not guaranteed. Because the moment you stop to import new blood in your business is the moment your business starts to die. Because if one leader decides to quit or decides to give up in this business or in this industry or in your network, it is already guaranteed that sometimes because of the professionalism that they would have got in this network marketing industry, because of the information that they would have got from the industry, they might even come out of the system, or they might even come out of your network with the whole team. And once that has happened, then your network will start to die, or your business has already died. So the moment you stop to import new blood in your network, that's the moment your business starts to die. So when we're doing recruitment, it should be something that is very consistent. When you become consistent in recruitment, you are guaranteed that it's leading you to success. And you are guaranteed that you're going to make it in this industry or in this business. As a leader as well, it's even your duty to teach more information to your team members. Teach them how the business is done. Let's take it, for example, we're talking of recruiting in this case. We are having a meeting today. We're having a training whereby we're teaching each other how the business can be done and how you can even make it in this industry, or how you can make it in this network marketing business. But if you are someone, or if you are a leader who's not going to be able to go and teach their downlines or their business partners that are below you what was being presented in the training, some of them, of course, they might be caught up in very tough situations, or in very really bad situations at their places or at home, whereby they can't even attend these trainings. But it's very important that you, as a leader, you're supposed to be feeding them with this information. Why are you feeding them with this information? This information is going to guide them, and it's going to help them to be very strong in the business. Because remember, if you're not going to be feeding them and teaching them how the business is going to be going to be done, then already you are losing this pillar, which is called recruiting. Because that person that you would have recruited, it's your duty as well to keep them very active. So this pillar is very, very important. So we have understood that the first pillar, which has to do with recruiting. Every network marketing requires recruiting. Without recruitment, there is no inheritable business. You can't inherit the business if there was no recruitment. If you had no one in your team, then there was no recruitment. So importing blood each and every time and consistently, it's something that is very, very important and very, very major. So if you're going to be applying these pillars that I'm sharing with you today, I tell you that surely you're going to become 100% success in this network marketing business or in this industry. So, leaving the first one, we're going to be going to the second pillar, which is also very, very important in our business. The second pillar that we have is called retailing. And I cannot even talk much concerning this pillar, because each and every distributor, I understand that in a lot of places, when you join the industry or when you come into network marketing business, you're told that simply, you need to sell these products. And once you sell these products, you get the BVs, and from the BVs, you start to get the money. But necessarily, that's not it. More than 80% of people believe that retailing is where the money is. Yet that's not it in network marketing business. When we're talking of retailing, it's simply a small amount of money that you're supposed to be getting that is going to be assisting you bit by bit as you reach your goals and as you reach where you want to go. In network marketing, there is what is called professional retailing. There is what is called professional retailing. In our business that we're operating today, a number of people are failing to become professional retailers. People are simply becoming modern retailers, whereby they just go and sell a product to a person. Yet that's not what you're supposed to do, especially in our industry and especially in green world. What you're supposed to become is a person who becomes a consultant within the bracket of being a retailer. You need to become a consultant, but also you need to not just to become a consultant, but you also need to become a professional consultant. Because what we do in our business, we don't sell these products, but we sell information that has to do with health that helps us to become professional consultants. The disadvantage of selling products not as a professional retailer is that when you're not being a consultant, the client may look for some other products that are even similar to yours. And once they do that, they might find someone who is professional in that industry. And that person locks that client in his or in her arms, which means already this client will never go anywhere. So what is also important is for you to become a consultant. But when you are becoming a consultant now, it is very important that you share information that is very valid, information that is very, very important to your clients. So when you share this information that is very important to your clients, you get to understand that your client will even come back to you, not specifically for the product, but they're coming back to you because of the information that you would have shared with them. So rather, you're not supposed to become just a random retailer. You're supposed to become a professional retailer. I hope this is is being very, very clear to each and everyone in here. It is very important to migrate from just being a retailer to become a professional retailer, because once you become a professional retailer, you're already locking people in your arms, whereby they will never go anywhere. Even if they hear that there's this other big power that is being manufactured with this other company, and it is very quite well, you don't even have to stress yourself to look for someone and what. At the end of the day, we are saying your client should come back to you, not because he or she has found another product that is very cheap, that is similar to yours, but he or she is coming back to you because you have that which is very important that you offer to them. So it is very important for you to share with them that which is very important, so that you lock them in your arms and they'll feel very loved and they'll feel very secured. So you also need to understand that the other disadvantage that we have of not being for example, when you're not being a professional retailer, is that once you start selling a product, you feel like that's the only way to make money. You know, I'm always telling this to my business partners that's how it is naturally. That when you start to sell a product, you start to love it. You start to feel very excited because you're simply sharing a product. You are simply selling a product. So you just feel like that's the only way in which you're going to be making money in this business. That's the only way out. Of which right now as we speak, because of the overflooding of a lot of companies that have to do with the network marketing business, that have even cheap prices compared to our prices, you need to become very smart in making sure that you are selling these products. You need to become very smart. But how do you become very smart? You become very smart by sharing the information that is very necessary. And you sell yourself as a Greenwood Prime brand. Because once you sell yourself as a Greenwood Prime brand, you become very professional. You know what to say. You know what not to say. You know how to share even the knowledge and the information that has to do with this business, or that has to do with the products that you're selling to people. So you also need to understand that there's a certain way, or there's a certain understanding that you need to get when you want to become professional in this business, or to sell yourself as a prime brand of Greenwood. What you simply need to do is to attend trainings so that you become professional, because you are taught what to do and what not to do. You are even encouraged and even given books to read So it is very important for you to understand and to know that when you're not even attending trainings, when you're not telling your business partners to attend trainings, and if you're not telling them why it is very important for them to do or to be involved in professional retailing, sooner or later, they are going to die in the business. They are not going to be fortified. They're not going to be strong in the business. They will find this pillar being very hard for them. They will find it being very hard for them to make it in this business. So you need to understand that when you attend trainings, it's going to assist you to become very strong. It's going to be assisting you to know which books to read. It's even going to assist you to know how to share your information outside there. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope and trust you are getting these things clearly, and they are going to assist you surely so that you become a professional retailer rather than just being a random retailer. So only if you know the advantage of being a professional retailer. Being a professional retailer has a number of advantages. But these are the advantages that I have got to see and understand that they are very, very important to us. One particular thing that you need to know is that we are totally different from doctors. You know, when an individual is getting products, or if an individual is visiting the client, the hospital, what they are told is that go to the pharmacy and purchase this and these products, and from purchasing those products, you're going to be verified, and you're going to get this medication, and from getting that medication, it is well with you. But you also need to understand that we have a great advantage as distributors of this business. Because once you sign up and become a member in this business, it is important for you to know that we share information and knowledge. We are not like doctors. Doctors, they just, when you visit the hospital, they'll ask you that, well, what's your condition? They'll tell them that I'm having headache. And from having headache, then they'll say to you, all right, that's fine. Let me prescribe you this and this and this. Then they just write those things down. And from writing those things down, you can't even understand the language that is written on that prescription form. What you simply do as an individual, you take that prescription form, you go to the pharmacy, and you give the pharmacist assistant. Then they were taught how to read that language that you can't read as an individual. And from doing that, they read the language, then they give you the medication that you're supposed to get. Which means already this client is disadvantaged because he or she doesn't even know what is coming into his or her system. So our advantage is that when we become professional retailers now, or when we become professional consultants, we share with our clients information and knowledge that has to do with our products. We explain in detail the products, we give value to the products, and we give the benefits of the products. And once that's done, we are verified, and we surely then know that this client is surely going to purchase this product because he has had everything that has to do with health. Because people are, let me tell you one thing, people are very tired of being sold to products. People no longer want that. What they simply need these days, they need a full explanation. They need to understand how to do the business. They need to understand how your product works. They need to understand how your product works. And they need knowledge on how those products are going to be assisting them, how they are going to be benefiting them, how they are going to be adding value concerning their health conditions. So we surely need to become professional consultants, professional retailers. So as I am speaking right now, you can even tell and you can even know that where you are standing or where you are, you're not being a professional retailer. You're simply just being a random retailer because you're selling this product. You've just known that soy power, it helps to balance our hormones. You know, it just helps to balance this and this and this when it comes to the female reproductive system. And you're selling that product. You're not selling the knowledge and the benefits of the product and how those products can be assisting the client. So we need to understand these things. So also now, let's get to our another pillar. Our other pillar, which is very, very important that we have here, is the third pillar, which is called reordering. Reordering is one of one of those pillars that a lot of people don't usually do in our industry. And I've really noticed this. People don't want to reorder these products, but you need to understand that this is non-negotiable. Be 100% user of the products. Be the 100% user of the brand. Huh? Order your products each and every month. Know the reason why Greenwood had to put a system of maintenance. You cannot be maintaining your card by selling these products. No. You're not supposed to be doing that. It is done for you to get those products for yourself and for your own use. Because the sad reality is that when you find a lot of distributors dying or being caught by other simple health challenges when we have products that can assist them to become healthy. So you see that if you fail to become a reorder, or if you fail to become someone who's reordering these products, you're always going to be someone who's going to be retailing, whereby you're going to be selling these products to other people. And when you're going to be selling these products to other people, you are not benefiting from the product. You're just getting testimonies from those clients. So this third pillar is very, very important. We don't want to hear a lot of distributors dying from silly health challenges. When Greenwood came through and said, what you need to do is to reorder. It is non-negotiable. Be 100% user of these products. Every month, get products for yourself. Use the products. Benefit from the products. And once you start to benefit from the products, you will see a lot of change within yourself. So reordering is very, very important and very, very crucial when it comes to this network marketing industry business with our company, Greenwood. So the fourth pillar that we also have is reservicing. Reservicing is very, very crucial also. So you get to see that if you didn't have the third pillar, if you didn't have the fourth pillar that I'm talking about, already you're seeing that you only had two pillars, which means your building wasn't very strong. Your network marketing business was not strong enough. That's why slowly you are seeing yourself dying. You're seeing yourself not being on the right position. So what do we mean by reservicing? Reservicing, we're simply talking of something that is called follow-ups. A lot of people fail in this business because they do not do what are called follow-ups on their prospects and on their clients. Following up on your prospects and on your clients is very major and very, very important. Because we're not supposed to be burning bridges in this network marketing industry business. The same person you assist today can be the same person who can even operate or even open up a very good way or a great way for you to make it in this business. Okay, let's give this as an example. Let's give this as an example. I once heard this from one of my top leaders telling me that, you know, when he started doing the business, he invited a certain lady to the business. But the lady came through to the network marketing business and he had the compensation plan. He loved everything. But when he loved everything else, he told himself, the lady told this leader of mine that, you know what, I'm not interested in your products. I'm not even interested in this business. My husband has everything catered for me. But this leader of mine understood that in this network marketing business, I need to apply the fourth pillar, which is called reservicing. After a certain period of time, this leader of mine had to do a follow-up on that lady. And when he did a follow-up on this lady, the lady had to say, wow, you know what? I was looking for your contact. It's been long. I think you're God sent to come back to me. I really wanted your assistant. Then my leader was so confused. But you know, I remember this particular day you told me this and this and this and this and this. And the lady was even bleeding and crying, saying, you know what, my husband died and all my relatives took everything from me. So now I think that business that you had introduced me to is the right business for me to do right now. So you get to understand that if my leader didn't understand this pillar of following up, he would have not even got to get that person and assist this person to start to do the business. And right now, that person who was taken or who was followed up on is now even one of our top leaders in this industry and in this business here in Zimbabwe. So you need to understand that follow-up is very, very important. We are losing a lot of people because they have told us that they are not interested today. But in the next 3 months, in the next 4 months, those people are surely going to be interested and they will need our help. So we need to do what is called follow-up. So we mustn't burn bridges. So when it comes even to clients that we assist today, you know, we have a lot of products that we have in our Greenwood business. For example, we have the products that have to do maybe with the clear. We have the clear drink. We have the cooling tea. You know, such products that we have. You know, some individuals, when they get these products, they are very sensitive, and they can even make you have diarrhea on your first day or on your second day of using the product. And once that happens to a client, and you fail to do a follow-up on your client once he or she is using that product, that client can even stop using those products and feels as if these products are not safe for my consumption. But when you do what is called follow-up, when you do follow-up on your clients, you tell them that these products are going to lead you in this and this and this condition. And once you start to see these signs and symptoms, don't worry about that. It's a clear sign. It's a clear sign that the product is working very well in your system. Because you know what? If you don't do a follow-up on that particular client, he or she might leave that product and says, I'll never go back to Greenwood because these products are so bad to my health. And when that happens to that individual, maybe they had some relatives or they had some other people who wanted assistance concerning Greenwood products or concerning Greenwood medication. When these people meet, that same person is going to explain how the products worked on him or on herself. And they'll feel as if these products are not even safe at all. And they'll tell each other that don't ever go there. Because when you go there, I tell you, you're going to die, my brother. You're going to die, my sister. So don't use those products. So you see that if you're not going to become someone who is going to be in between your client and your product, you are losing something that is very, very important. And you also need to understand that negative information about our business or even our products travels even 20 times faster than positive information. As I have explained, that some products causes running stomach and, you know, diarrhea and all those things. So a client might see that as if it's a very big disadvantage on himself or on herself. So if they don't have knowledge about these products, or if they don't have power, or if they are not informed about how these products are going to be working, they are never going to share the information about your products to other people. So always make sure that your prospects or your clients walk away with positive information. Whether that client came through maybe maybe that client came through for a business presentation, or they came through for products. Make sure that when they walk away from you, they are going out with positive information that is going to influence other people outside there to believe that our products are genuine and they are very, very, very okay for human consumption. So follow-up also helps an individual to see results. So when someone is seeing results, maybe that person is facing running stomach, then you're explaining to them that, you know what happens is that these are bad toxic gases that are being emitted in your body system, that they are being flushed away. That person will surely say, wow, which means these products are really working. But if you don't explain all that information, your client might feel as if these products are not even useful at all. And once you start to do that follow-up, maybe on a daily basis, or once your client starts to take the medication, it increases even the trust between you and the client. It even gives love. It even provides love within you and your client. It even brings what is called mutual connection. It creates a long-lasting relationship between the two of you. This is not specifically only for clients, but also even for prospects. So when you have prospects that are coming through into the business, that are even doing the business, today they might not be interested. But hear me, that when you keep on doing follow-up, checking on them, how they are coping out with this world that we're living in today. A lot of economies, when it comes, maybe, for example, in Africa, we have a lot of challenges that we're facing. Ask them all those things that have to do with any situation that is taking place in our world today. It's going to bring what is called a lasting relationship between the two of you. And at the end of the day, you will be knowing that what I need to do is to take this person and bring this person to the business so that I see and he sees how he can make it in this industry. So this is very, very important, ladies and gentlemen. We need to apply this and make sure that we do what is called reservicing or follow-ups on our clients and our prospects. So this pillar is also very, very important for us. But we also have another pillar that is also very, very important that we have. The pillar of referrals. When you invite them for meetings, when you invite these prospects for meetings, if they are not interested in the business, let them get products for their own health. And as time proceeds, they will later believe in you and what you say. Why am I saying so? Why am I saying so? You get to understand that our products are certified. Our products are very good for human consumption. But as much as they are good for human consumption, you also need to understand that you need to make sure that you're not going to be only sweating just you by yourself. You cannot be sweating day in, day out. The attitude and the passion of people who come through into the business and say, I'm not looking for this business opportunity. I already have my money. I have everything that it takes to be someone who's successful maybe in the business. We are also not supposed to lose those people. How can we lock these people to become part of us? What we need to do is to make sure that when they come for our business presentation, what we need to make sure that they do, those people, they get at least products. That's why you get to understand that when we are explaining the business compensation or when you're explaining the business opportunity that we have for these people, we explain the health part. Then we also explain the business part. And either way, any person is going to like or is going to love one part. So you see that another individual might feel that I am not interested in your products. What I'm only interested is the money. And the other individual can say, I'm not interested in the business. I'm interested in your products. So you need to make sure that when any individual comes through and says, I'm not interested in this business, make sure or find a way out to teach them something that has to do with health. Show them why their health is very important. Let them just purchase products for themselves. If they can't purchase products that are worth even 80 BVs, 100 BVs, 250 BVs, let them purchase products that are even just worth even 12 BVs. Just a cooling tea. It's worth it. It's worth it. Because once that individual starts to go and use those products, he or she will surely feel that these products work. And above working of those products, you explain to this individual that's why I wanted you to get into this industry. But specifically, you wouldn't want to join in this business because of money. but it will also even help you to simply become a consumer of our products. Getting these products is a very cheap price. And once this is done, the attitude and the passion of such people is way too great. Because once they start to share the information that has to do with these products to other people, they will share with full information and with the full testimony, because what the product has done has surely helped them. So it is very important that when this person comes through into the business and joins the business and start to sell these products or starts to use these products, that person is becoming a point of referrals. That person is becoming a point of referrals to other individuals. So same applies even when it comes to prospects. If they're not interested in the business, they need to sweat on your behalf by making sure that they refer other people to come and join this business on your behalf. That's why I said, when anyone is walking out of your office, that person has to make sure that when they're walking outside, they're going outside with positive information. That person has to go out with positive information, because positive information is going to influence other people outside there. And once they will be doing that, it's an advantage to you. Because already when these people are explaining these products to other people, they are explaining these products on your behalf. And it's your advantage that when those people start to refer other people, they will say, go and see this and this particular person, because he or she is the same person who assisted me when I was at this very critical condition, or when I was facing this challenge, or when I used their products. I saw that it is very important for me to use their products, and I saw a lot of results. So they become a point of referrals. So same applies even when it comes now to prospects, as I was talking about. When they walk outside, even if they don't want to join the business, even if they don't want to sell these products, let them walk out with information that is very positive about Greenworld. Because when they go outside there with positive information that is to do with Greenworld, they will surely tell people that, you know what, I am not interested in joining this particular organization because of these reasons. But already these people, they have other people whom they know. For example, when it comes to people who are in Zimbabwe, there's a lot of high unemployment rate. People are not being employed. He or she might know someone who's not employed. Then you or she will simply say, you know what, I once attended this particular business presentation. I would surely recommend you to go and join that business, and you can even make it in the industry. I saw a lot of awards. I saw a lot of things that were happening in that industry, and people were making a lot of money. So that will become very, very important. So you need to understand that our business is not only for you to be sweating. It's not only for you to be sweating. Your customers and your prospects should sweat on your behalf. Because once they sweat on your behalf, it is a clear sign that you have become someone who is very, very professional in this business. You have become someone who's very professional in this business. I hope you're getting this very, very clearly. So you need to understand that this is very, very important. This point of referrals is going to play a very big role in making sure that your pillar is very strong in this business, and you're never going to fall, or you're never going to go down. And we also have our sixth pillar, which is called reactivation. Reactivation is one also of the major pillars that is even leading to a lot of people to downfall or to fall in this industry. What you need to do, you need to open up your printout and start with all the zeros on your printout. There are some zeros that were never active. So there is also no need for you to reactivate those people. This business, you need to understand, ladies and gentlemen, that this business is not about placing BVs for individuals who are not working in this business. Once you start to do that, know that you're no longer at the cutting edge. It's either you're falling or you're surely falling. You can never say that I'm stagnant on one position. I'm trying to make sure that I raise these people so that they become better people, or they upgrade their rank so that I become maybe a 6-star leader, or maybe I become a 7-star leader. No, let the dead rest in peace. Also, you need to understand that never be apologetic to people who are not willing to join our business, and those that are not even active at all. Because what you do in this business, you simply introduce them to the business, show them how they can make it in this industry, show them how they can make it in this business, and you start to help them from there. Network marketing business, that's why it is about simply recruiting new blood and helping those that are serious and not lazy. Lazy people are not needed in our business. Network marketing business should be automatic. For you to rise in rank, it should be simply be automatic. You shouldn't be struggling to go to 6-star. You shouldn't be struggling to go to 8-star. You shouldn't be struggling to go to 1-star manager. You shouldn't be struggling to reach 5-star level, 5-star consultant rank. You shouldn't be struggling. So it is important that you make sure that you go to your printout and see where there is need to do activation. Because you'll find out that there are some individuals, of course, that are still zeros, but they are still even attending trainings and they're still doing business. What they need, those people, they need you to lead them and show them how they're supposed to be doing the business the right way. You cannot be building your business with the graveyard. Huh? How can you be building your business with the graveyard? You have zero. You have a lot of people who are in your system, about hundreds and hundreds of people in your printout. Then they have zero activity on their names. And you know what? When they have zero activity on their names, you get to see that when they have zero activity, which means that's a graveyard, not doing anything. You don't need such people, because the moment you try to push these weaker people, the more you become weak, you as an individual or you as a leader. And sooner or later, you're going to quit the business. So you're not supposed to make sure, you're not supposed to push these people. Make sure that you need people that are highly motivated already. People who join the business and tell you that, you know what, Mr. Brighton, I need to work very hard so that I simply become a 6-star consultant and I win the China trip. These are the people that are needed in our industry. Because once an open plan presentation is done, once it is done, it is enough to find those people that qualify to become part of your team. Never beg people. Never be apologetic to those that are not interested. Leave them alone. You only put effort on serious people. And from those people that are motivated and on those people that are very serious, keep them motivated. It's your duty as your leader. Keep them motivated if those people are serious. Be there for your downlines when they need your help, when they call you as a leader. Be there to pick the phone up and assist them on what they need. Because it is very important. It is very important. It is very important. It will keep your legs very, very strong. So activation will help you to advance. Activating these people, introduce some promotionals that you can do as a leader. Introduce a lot of random, outings that you can do. You are keeping these people motivated. Give them awards. Don't wait for the company. Don't wait for the company. Take your business partners out for lunch. If they manage, for example, to qualify the 5-star consultant rank, if it was being hard for them to qualify and you start to help them, even if you help them as much as you put a lot of information and knowledge on their heads or in them, they need to see how much you love them. So that's how you're being there for them as your downlines. You need to keep them motivated to know that at this particular rank, we will reach there because our leader has taught us and has shown us the way in which we can get to that particular rank or that level. So we also have our 7th pillar, which is the final pillar that I'm going to share with you today, ladies and gentlemen. This pillar is called retention. And retention is the process of converting one-time purchase into a repeat buyer, or eventually becoming a long-term loyal customer. This is called retention in our industry. It is maximizing also on the value. It is maximizing on the value, the customers that you already have. Because you get to see that we are always trying by all means to look for new customers or look for new business partners. But you're not applying the retention principle, whereby you need to convert those people that are always coming monthly or day in, day out and purchasing that cooling tea, because they understand that their body system, they need to be detoxifying the body. They come and buy detox, they come and buy detox, they come and buy detox. Those people need to become loyal to you. So how do you do that? You build a long-lasting mutual relationship with your customers. Sometimes, you know, these people, they will be coming and purchasing this a particular product with the same price. Sometimes just put a discount on those products. Put a discount. They'll feel that, you know what, I'm being loved here. Deliver exceptional experience to them. Deliver them with information that is very, very crucial and important to them, so that they start to see why and how it is important for them to keep their hands stuck to you. So it is very, very important that when this is done, you are able to create now what is called a cycle of loyalty within your people. You are also now able to create what is called a cycle of recommendation or of advocacy within your business partners or within your clients. And also this is then going to lead what is called sustained revenue growth. Because already you're guaranteed, without you sweating, without you putting all the effort or even, trying by all means to work very hard to make sure that you get those people, automatically you then know that there are people that are always coming for me and standing within me, so that I see the results. So it is something that is very important for us to understand and see. So ladies and gentlemen, within these 7 pillars, you get to understand that maybe you knew that you only knew 2 pillars. And I know that the majority of you, you might maybe only be knowing or you know only 2 pillars, which have to do with retailing and recruiting. But we have talked of a lot of pillars that we have in this business that are very, very important. Reactivation, retention, reservicing, retailing, recruiting, all these pillars, they bring what is called a fortified building within our network marketing industry. So if we don't acquire the knowledge, or if we don't put this into practice, sooner or later you're going to die in this business, and you're going to fall, and you're going to walk outside there telling people that this network marketing industry with Greenwood does not work, yet you are the person who didn't work because you did not apply these pillars. It's your duty to apply these pillars. The first pillar, you apply it by recruiting a number of people in your network. The second pillar, you apply it by retailing these products. The third pillar, you acquire it by reservicing these products, or reservicing some individuals or some people in your team. The fourth pillar, you reorder. You reorder these products on a monthly basis. So you see that if we lose one pillar, it's guaranteed that you have already fallen. You're already down. So it is very important that we apply these pillars, ladies and gentlemen. And because of my time, thank you so much. And I wish and hope and trust that we are going to meet at the top once you start to apply these 7 pillars that are very, very important to our business. I'll leave all this time to Mr. Budiman, so maybe he can continue. And thank you so much for attending, and thank you so much for acquiring and getting all this information that is very crucial and important for you to move through and make it through in this industry. Thank you so much, Mr. Budiman. Over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Brighton. Mutemi, go green, go success. Zimbabwe, wow. Okay, Mr. Brighton, do you know what? In front of you, we have our star managers, we have our star directors. We are even learning something very interesting from your training today, the 7 pillars of network marketing. And definitely the way you present the training is based on your own experience on the field, how you handle your team, how you want to make sure all your team members are growing very well, work together to achieve everyone's dream. So thank you very much for your wonderful training. And after Mr. Brighton, we are going to have another star leader from Zimbabwe. We have Mr. Tawanda Kachiza. So Mr. Tawanda Kachiza is a seven-star leader of Zimbabwe. And he's going to share with us the training of how to fail in network marketing. It's very interesting. Eh? We want to learn about how to be success, but Mr. Tawanda will teach us how to fail. Well, actually, there must be something very interesting on this training. So while we are waiting for the sharing of the file, I just want to inform you to everyone that next week, next Friday on the 18th of October, we will not have our Friday Zoom online training, okay? We will not be having our Friday Zoom online training. Why? Because on that particular days, 18th of October, we are going to celebrate our Green World 30th anniversary in Nanjing, China. So even from Zimbabwe, from even any places in Africa, from South Africa, Zambia, Malawi, Cameroon, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, anywhere, you can log in, you can see live from YouTube channel or Facebook live. You can follow the celebration, the big event, the biggest event ever will be done in Greenwood, because we are going to celebrate our 30th anniversary. And even Mr. Tawanda Kachiza will also come to China together with us. And I think we are going to have 750 African achievers, African distributors and leaders that we will fly to China together, and we are going to make China to become green world, okay? So next week, we will pause our Friday Zoom online training, but we will continue again on the 25th. Friday, 25th of October, we are going to have, we're going to continue our Friday Zoom online training. All right, so now the second session, we are going to have Mr. Tawanda. Mr. Tawanda, I can see you are ready. So without wasting more time, I'll give the floor to you. Over to you, sir.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Budiman, and good evening to Greenwood family. Thank you very much for giving us this opportunity to be able to share with you some of the things that I feel they can help one or two people tonight. So the main reason why I love training, it is because I always want to remind people the reason why they're going to fail in this business. I know it sounds awkward or weird, but it is from these facts that a lot of people, they're dropping out from the business without getting anything out of it. So I'm going to be sharing with you some of the things that you need to avoid, or some of the things that you need to make sure that you are doing, so that you keep in track of success according to Greenwood compensation plan and according to Greenwood marketing strategy. So one of the reasons why people are failing in this business, it is because of insufficient training and education. A lot of people tend to ignore company policies and also compliance. For an example, in Greenwood, we have the issue of maintenance. My training is going to be more of like a complement or an emphasis to Mr. Brighton Mutemi's training. So please pay much attention to this so that you can make sure that you're going to capture some of the things that you have lost during his training. So starting with the issue of maintenance, a lot of people, they tend to ignore this part, and it is because of lack of training. People, they're supposed to know, according to your ranks or according to your status, how much BV maintenance are you supposed to be maintaining your card with. So at the end of the month, you find out that a lot of people, they might actually lose their bonuses after failing to maintain their cards with the required BVs for them to earn their money. And because of that, they end up being demotivated. And at the end of the day, they might actually leave the business, whereas it was because of their fault, not the company's fault. And also, again, talking of another issue, the issue of training doesn't only mean the leaders who are coming to you to give you training or information. You as a business partner or you as a network marketer are supposed to look for the trainings so that you'll be able to equip yourself with information that you'll be able to disseminate to your business partners or to your downlines. So I'll also give you a good example. If you went to school and in your first days, you're taught that 1 + 1 is equals to 11. Up until now, you would have been believing that that's the correct answer, whereas it's not. So by me saying this, I'm saying that you also need to check the trainers that will be giving the information. How authentic are they? And how worth are they to be training you as an individual? Because a lot of people that are getting into the market with wrong information simply because they got these trainings from the people who doesn't have the correct information that they're going to use in the market or in the industry. So make sure that you're going to be learning from the people that you know they're going to be giving correct information, and also try to make sure that the sources that you get some of the information, especially on internet, they're authentic enough for you to be successful in this industry. And again, a lot of people, they come into the business and they'd want to introduce some fancy styles or some fancy strategies that they want to implement in the business. But tell you what, basics are duplicate. One of the marvels of network marketing is to have systems and strategies that are duplicatable with your business partners or with your downlines. So if you're going to have a strategy that you can only implement as an individual and everyone else in your team is not able to implement that strategy, this will lead you to fail in the business of network marketing. So whenever you want to implement something, try to put it in the simplest form that you can so that even your business partners or your downlines can actually follow that. Then the other thing is inadequate prospecting and lead generation. So by definition, network marketing is using a large group of independent distributors who are independent entrepreneurs to move a product more efficiently. So the key word there is a large group of independent distributors. So you are supposed to devote much of your time in recruitment and in prospecting, because that's where the money in network marketing is. You need to make sure that you're going to create a large group of independent distributors. So if I was going to maybe give a definition of some of the network marketing business that is being done by some of us who are in this meeting today, we would have been maybe saying that selling a lot of products to many people, which is wrong, and which is what a lot of people in here are doing. But we are saying that instead of focusing much on retailing or on selling products, you are supposed to be focusing more on building a business. That's why we say that we need to implement the 80-20 principle, which means that 80% of your time that you spend when you're doing this business, you are supposed to spend 80% of your time prospecting and recruiting, so that at the end of the day, you're going to create a large group of independent distributors to move a product or a service more efficiently. I always love sharing the stories of one of my greatest virtual mentors, Mr. David Imonitie, the richest Black American network marketer. who is now a millionaire in this industry. So Mr. David Monetier says that he joined the industry of network marketing at the age of 21. And as he was doing the business, he wasn't earning much from the business of network marketing. He proceeded doing the business at the age of 22, 23, 24. And at the age of 25, he met this other guy who introduced him to the name list book. I'm sure most of you, even who are in this training, you don't have that special tool in network marketing. You need to write this down. A name list book is a must-have for everyone who is doing network marketing. So after having this sharing of the name list book at the age of 25, at 27, 2 years later, he made his first $1 million because of the name list book. So if you're not going to have a name list book with you, you are guaranteed that it is going to be very, very difficult for you to earn $100, starting with $100. It will be very, very difficult for you to earn that money. So talking of $500, talking of 1,000, 2,000, and 5,000, it will be a nightmare to you. Make sure that if you want to be successful in the business of network marketing, you are going to have a name list book. You can also download one of the tools that can help you to create one for yourself called the Memory Jogger by Eric Wall. You can even download it on Google so that it will help you to create your own name list book. Then the other reason why a lot of people, they're also failing in the business of network marketing, it is because of poor time management and also organization. A lot of people, they come into the business with employee mentality. We have a lot of people who are learned coming from universities, coming from other work. Some of the people who get into business, they'll be retrenched from their jobs, and then they can come into the business of network marketing. But the problem now is they don't leave their employee mentality on the door. They come into the business with that same mentality that they were having in the corporate world. So as soon as you become a network marketer, you need to invest more in personal development so that you can shift from employee mentality and have an entrepreneur mentality or a businessman mentality. So when you become a network marketer, actually you can be enlikened to a CEO of a certain company. You are supposed to make sure that everything is in place by yourself. No employer is going to come to you and tell you, right now it's time to recruit, right now it's time to do follow-ups, right now it's time to do A, B, C, D. Everything is going to be programmed by you and you alone as an individual. So you need to make sure that you are investing much into personal development and make sure that you are going to be able to have an entrepreneurial mindset that is going to help you to be successful in the business. So another example again, if you're in network marketing business, you need to strategize your organization as a person. Already you're going to be having a finance department. When I say finance department, it is you need to be able to manage your monies as an individual, as a network marketer. The best way that you can do this, maybe to start with the little things, you can write all your expenditure down, talking of your rentals, your transport, your data, and also maybe food allowance that you might need during the month. And make sure that when the month comes to an end, you are able to generate enough money from the business to be able to cover all those expenditure or expenses so that you can keep on going in the business. As a network marketer, you are more like any other business that you know out there. You are just more like McDonald's, more like Nando's, more like a Pick and Pay or Dairy Bot. You are also a company, but as an individual. So if you're going to be operating on losses, maybe in the next 2 or 3 months, naturally you're going to die from the business because you are not making enough profit. So you must be able to make sure that you are tracking progress of what you are doing and make sure that you are making profit, which is the main goal that you join the business to make money out of it. But if you're just going to do your business randomly, you'll find yourself out of the business naturally, not because the system doesn't work, but you yourself, you're not getting enough money to sustain yourself in the business in the long run. I hope and trust that you are writing these things down so that when I finish this meeting, you can go back to your notes and tick on each and every things that I'm mentioning in this training and make sure that you are following on those things. Then the other thing that is also going to make you fail in this business, I think this was supposed to be number one, unprofessional online presence. So a lot of people here, I know you are Christians. And so when it comes to the business of network marketing, I will give an example for the Christians. I know some of you go to other religion, but I'm more familiar with Christianity. Network marketing business is more like heaven for the Christians. And you as an individual, you are Jesus, who is in between. The prospects that you need to take from the world and take them to heaven. So they need to pass through you first for them to be able to sign up with our manufacturer or our partner, who is Greenwood Group. So you need to present yourself in a professional manner, because no one would want to be led by someone who is confused with what they're doing or who doesn't even know how to take care of themselves. I hope you are getting me correctly, right, Ray? Which means you are the number one product that you need to polish in this business and make sure that whenever people are seeing you, wherever you are, they are seeing a professional, someone who knows what he's doing and where he's going. So once you become a network marketer, make sure that wherever you are, be it at church, be it at the shops, be it at family gatherings, make sure that you are always looking presentable so that whenever people want to come and join you in the business, they won't have question marks about how you conduct yourself or how you conduct your business. So make sure that you are always looking presentable and professional when you become a network marketer so that you will not fail in the business. Then again, a lot of people, they make false income promises to their prospects, which is another red flag to a lot of people. A lot of people, they've lost their business because once the prospects get into the business, eventually they're going to know that you are earning so much. You know, here in Zimbabwe, they always say that money makes noise. You don't have to tell people that are making money. People will just see for themselves that I know this person is making money. So don't try to lie to people that you are earning so much. If you are just beginning the business and you feel that you are not earning a lot of money that will be able to encourage someone to join the business, you can just borrow power from your leaders who are already doing the business and who are making money out of it, so that the people who are coming to join you, they can at least know that there are some other people in the business who are already making money from this business system, and it is a legit business that can also make them make money out of it. So never lie to people about your income that you're getting to the business. Otherwise, that's a red flag and you are going to make yourself fail from this business industry as well. Then another thing is spamming and harassing prospects. This is very, very dangerous to many. I see a lot of people when they're advertising or maybe when they want to share the business opportunity to other people, they're always posting on social media or on Facebook that they are offering job vacancies, which is very, very bad. And that can also lead to quite a number of repercussions. For an example, it can lead to legal consequences whereby you can actually be called to a court and you can be sued for sending wrong information to people. This can also damage your brand as an individual. And for you to recover now, the damage that would have done to the social media or to the people around you, it will be very, very difficult for you to do that. Because once people get something bad, or the bad news normally move faster than the good ones. So always try by all means to protect your brand, to protect your image, so that whenever people are seeing you out there, they don't see a scammer or someone who's just trying to steal from people. So make sure that always check your adverts that you're sending to people, and always check the information that you'd want to communicate with others, that it's not going to be sending wrong information, or people that are not going to feel like you want to steal from them. So I've also made a list of some of the things that you can follow so that they can help you to be successful in the business. Always set realistic goals and expectations for yourself and also for your team members, so that you will not discourage other people who would want to do the business with you. And you also not discourage yourself, because once you set a high target for yourself, for an example, you can say that you have joined the business like today, and you would say that at the end of the month, I would want to start to earn maybe $100,000, which is not realistic. And at the end of the day, you're going to demotivate yourself, start a little bit small, and you grow gradually. Then the other thing is you need to invest in training and personal development. Like what I was saying, that trainings are very, very important, and you need to make sure that you are checking the people who are giving you these trainings, because not everyone is going to be giving you the correct information that is going to take you where you want to be. And especially on the internet, there are a lot of trainings that are being posted on social media, on Google and on YouTube. We need to do a background check on these people, because some of them, they're just there for money, and they would actually lead you astray. And at the end of the day, you are going to lose a lot of money from the business, and eventually you're going to fail from the business that we are doing. And then another thing, you need to build a strong online presence. One of the things that you need to understand is a lot of people nowadays, they are adopting the technological advancements that are going on. You need to make sure that you have a nice Facebook account. Some of the people, you can engage with them on TikTok, on WeChat, and some other platforms that you can also connect with people. And make sure that whenever you're posting anything online, it has to be strictly about business. You don't have to go online and posting maybe nude pictures of yourself, or maybe doing some other stuff which are not business related, because it will also reduce your credit to these people who would want to join you in the business. And then another thing is you need to develop an effective leadership and communication skills. Everyone who comes into the business eventually are going to become a leader. The reason being, as you're going to be sharing the business opportunity with other people, these people will now want to hear from you what you'll be telling them to do. So you need to make sure that you are going to acquire as much information as you can, which is also authentic, so that you can also disseminate that same information to your business partners or to your downlines, so that you can continuously or collectively do the things that are going to help you to grow your business together, which is the power about network marketing, just having a large group of people who are doing little things, but together, collectively, you are going to make a difference. And another thing is you need to stay organized and adaptable. I'll also give another example. We're just 2 months away from the year end, and recently the company is going to introduce a 2-period payment system. I'm sure a lot of people right now, they're not aware, or they don't even know how it works. It is my encouragement to leaders out there to get the information on how this system works, so that they can help themselves and also help the people in their teams, and to not disadvantage some of the people who are going to join us in the next 2 months before we get into the new year, where the company is going to start implementing the 2-period payment system per every month. And lastly, you need to continuously evaluate and improve on your strategies. We are privileged enough that in Greenwood, we have an online system whereby we can log in and track our progress and see also how our business partners are doing the business. And this can also help you to make some business decisions on what needs to be done. Maybe you need to improve on your recruitment processes or strategies, so that you can have more people in your business. All those things are some of the things that you need to consider when you want to be successful in the business. So just doing a rundown again for the people who joined late, or just for you to do a recap, you need to make sure that you are going to have sufficient training and education about how our business works. Make sure that you are going to have sufficient training and education about how our business works. And this one is another deadly thing to a lot of people, the 80-20 principle. A lot of people are going to be tempted to do the opposite. You are going to be retailing 80% of your time and recruiting 20% of your time. But I want to assure you that if you are going to do the opposite of the 80-20 principle, you are going to fail in the business of network marketing. And again, if you're not going to have a name list book with you, is also going to be another red flag for yourself. And also the issue of poor time management and organization. I just want to give the last example on that one. Whenever people are getting into the business of network marketing, they have a tendency of saying that I'm now my own boss and I have control over my time. That can actually make you fail in the business if you are going to have your own boss mentality. Rather, it is actually better for you to treat your business as a job. Make sure that you are reporting at your offices at 8 o'clock. You are making sure that you are supposed to be doing what you are supposed to be doing at each and every time, so that you not skip on any other important schedules that you are supposed to implement in your business. And this one, I think I've explained much on it about the professional online presence. Make sure that you don't go online posting anything that is off the business, because it will reduce your credibility to prospects, and at the end of the day, you're going to fail. So as they say that 99% of the people get into the network marketing industry, they fail from the business, which is also true with any other industry. Because for you to be able to be successful in any industry, you need to have enough information and be able to implement. I would actually want each and everyone who is in this Zoom meeting to fall under the 1% which is going to be successful. So make sure that you are going to take note of these small points that are going to help you to be successful in the business. And I hope and trust that you are going to implement all these things that we have learned today. I hope and trust that each and everyone also who is in this Zoom meeting is going to implement this strategy. So these are the things that I've taken down, and hope and trust that they're going to benefit someone who is in this meeting today. Thank you very much, Mr. Budiman, for giving me this time to share with people. I don't know if there are any other questions that might be having from the people that I might answer before I close my training.
Thank you, Mr. Tawanda Katiz. What a wonderful training! What an awesome training! Even our Oga, our top leaders, Mr. Tendai, Chino Perekwe, also following your trainings very well. And he said to you, wonderful, amazing, awesome training. Mr. Tawanda, I don't know, have I ever met you before? Because I remember few years ago, I was in Zimbabwe, not for long, like for 1 or 2 months, okay? I've been moving around to Bulawayo, Masvingo, Gweru, and then also to Mutare, and then also, yes, of course, in Harare. So now, I have one question to you. As I noticed that you are one of the car achievers this year in Greenwood, Zimbabwe. That means you become freshly seven-star leaders of Greenwood, Zimbabwe. Now, how do you manage your network? To become star 7, do you only focus in Harare, or you try to expand your network throughout the cities in Zimbabwe? And which place giving more, which cities that giving more result, more BVs for your business? Maybe you can share with us how you become star 7. Do you only focus in Harare, or you also try to expand your business throughout Zimbabwe? Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you very much for the question. Maybe to start with just a correction. I'm not one of the car achievers for this year in Zimbabwe. Of course, I'm a 7-star leader. I've been in the business for 5 years now. And coming back to your question now, my business, actually, I try by all means to expand my business in different cities and towns. For example, right now, I have an office here in Harare, where I'm also training my business partners to do the business with. I have another office in Bulawayo, which is the second largest city in Zimbabwe. where I actually have more business partners that side, and that's where most of my BVs are coming from. I'm also trying to build my business in other countries. Like right now, I'm actually having a trip to Zambia this coming week, where I would also want to expand my network. I have some other business partners in South Africa, in Mozambique, in Namibia, in Botswana, and also in Kenya. But I'm trying by all means to make sure that by end of next year, I would have get in each and every market where Greenwood is, so that I'll be having business partners all over the world.
Wow. Okay, that is great. Okay, so now you already can see the way of how Greenwood compensation plan will change your life. Why I said so? You're not only focusing in Zimbabwe, but you also try to expand the network out of Zimbabwe. Am I right? So now,
Yes.
can you imagine, like, you have your Zimbabwe line is an 8-star, then your
Yeah.
Zambia network also become an 8-star, your Mozambique become an 8-star, your Kenya become an 8-star. Okay, now you already have 4 8-star. That means you become 3-star manager, 3-star manager.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
anytime you build another 1 8-star, you jump to 1-star director, 2-star director, like our Mr. Tendai also been expanding the business, the network, not only Zambia, but up to Egypt, I know. So, Mr. Tendai, we are going to see each other in Egypt. We are going to build Egypt together. So this is the great thing of Green World in African region, that everyone are welcome to expand your business throughout Africa. Okay, so don't just enjoy yourself in your comfort zone in Harare or your comfort zone in Lusaka. Get out, go out, go out, go to Johannesburg, go to Durban, go to Cape Town, go to Nairobi, go to many places. Now, because Greenwood is everywhere in Africa, you should take this benefit because we have offices. We have offices. So for anyone that you want to expand your network out of your country, maybe you want to go to Uganda, maybe you want to go to Ghana, but you don't know where is the office or you don't know who is the contact person, you can ask me. Okay, I will give you the details. Where is the office address, who is the managers, what are the phone numbers of the leaders there. So when you can come to any countries and you can directly go to our office and you can start build your business there. You can start to grow your network and you will see how green work really can change your life. Okay, because most of the successful leaders, like we have star directors, we have Mr. Tendai Chinoperekwe from Zimbabwe. Today we also have Madam Malta from Johannesburg, South Africa. We have Director Lucy also around from Nairobi, Kenya. All of them, they expand their business out of their home country. They have network everywhere out of Africa. So this is our chance because, you know, African, if we unite, we are very strong. African are very strong. We are very strong. Okay? Like this year, we are going to send 750 African distributors come to China. Can you imagine 750 Africans? Okay? My target at that time, I've been telling people, let's bring 1,000, but we cannot make it, okay? Maybe because of the time is too short, but it's okay. 750 is coming to China. What does it mean? It means that we can do the business very well. We can do the business very well. And Mr. Tawanda, you are going to be there, right? You're going to be in China also. Yes. So we are going to celebrate together. Those who has not yet achieved any international trip, don't get be upset because every year we are going to travel. Every year we can plan to travel around. So is there any question? Maybe if we can have maybe anybody want to ask question to Mr. Tawanda or Mr. Brighton. We have Otia Sibanda, you raise your hand. You can unmute yourself and just directly talk to our trainer.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
I have two questions to our presenters. Thank you very much for your presentation. It was very beneficial, especially for me. It's my first time to attend such training. My question to you is, the first one is on, I would like to find out how the market is in terms of the response rate in Zimbabwe, considering that, yes, our products are very beneficial. They do work wonders as compared to somebody if they're going to the clinics. So my question is, how is the response rate? The economy is bad, income is low. So how has been the response rate from people? Also taking cognizant that our products are very expensive. So that's my first question. My second question is, if you are developing a platform on social media, do you really have to develop a platform as a Greenwood consultant and put a Greenwood logo? Or you just have to give your own page and then go into the green products, the Greenwood products and sell just like that? Thank you very much. Those are my two questions.
Thank you, Madam. Mr. Tawanda, maybe you can answer the question.
All right, thank you very much, Medium, for your questions. I'll start with the first question where you said, how is the response of people to our Greenwood products? All right, so on that one, people are responding very well to our products. The only thing that you need to do is to state or to explain to them the advantages of using our products instead of Western medication, or maybe together with the Western medication. And we are having quite a number of people coming to us in need of our products. For an example, we have, prostate clients. We have local hospitals whereby they charge around $1,500 to $2,000 US dollars for someone to be treated of prostate cancer or maybe prostate enlargement. But when you come to our offices for Greenwood products, you need maybe something like $400 to $500 US dollars on to get your prostate enlargement package. So by so doing, you just need to make sure that you're educating your clients the benefits of using our products together with the Western medication, or maybe instead of the Western medication. And also the good thing about Greenwood is the products that we use, they are not luxury products. Healthy is a need to people, it's not a want. It's different from things like talking of soaps or maybe, what do you call them? Greenery or perfumes. But when it comes to healthy products now, people, they are really in need of them. And we also have this organic fertilizer, which has actually managed to boost our market here in Zimbabwe, because fertilizer is very, very expensive here in Zimbabwe, especially the chemical one. But giving the advantages of organic fertilizer and it's cost effective to the farmers, they are mainly adopting this one and they like it a lot because it's saving them their costs on their farms. Thereby, they're actually making a lot of profits from their farming activities. So I hope and trust that I've answered your first question, Medium Portia.
Yes, thank you very much. I think your emphasis is mainly on selling the benefits of our products. Yes, they may seem expensive, yes, but the benefits are key. Thank you very much on that one.
Yes. And also on the second question, where you're talking about the social media platforms, saying that when you are creating a Facebook page, how do you need to maybe present your page to people? So this is what you want to understand when it comes to the Greenwood business. We as the consumers, we are partners to Greenwood, not employees to Greenwood Group. So Greenwood's role as our partner is to make sure that they are manufacturing the products and make these products convenient to us to use and to retail to other people. So the part of distribution, it solely depends on us. The way that we do it, it's up to you. You can create your own Facebook page. You can create your own WhatsApp group. You can create your own flyers, whichever way that you want to tailor make them. according to your liking or according to the market that you would want to present the products to. So some of the flyers or some of the pages, you can actually put Greenwood logos. Some of them you might not, depending with the market that you are approaching. But what you just need to make sure that you are doing is you are laying out a strategy that you tailor make the market or the audience that you are targeting for you to move as much product as possible.
Okay, thank you very much. So if you can also answer me whilst we're there, are there any
Yes.
copyright issues that may also come along with taking information, let's say from Greenworld website and create your own selling idea there? Is there any copyright issues?
All right, it's fine. Thank you very much for that question. Us as registered distributors of Greenwood products, we are allowed to market the products, and some of the information we can get it on our Greenwood platforms. We are allowed to use any Greenwood information that we think or that we feel it is going to help people out there to know more about the products that we use. So you're allowed to use any information that you can come across on our social media platforms or on our Greenwood website.
Thank you
Okay.
very much. Thank you very much. So I've just thought of one last question. I was thinking about it from the onset. You mentioned that it is a network business, right? So
Yes.
we have seen that it started quite a long time ago here in Zimbabwe, and we have seen quite a number of you achieving to be star leaders. I've had 7-star, star leaders.
Yes.
So is there a saturation to this network business? I would like to understand that network businesses, they get to a point where there is a ceiling, there is saturation. So even if you join in late, like some of us were coming in, probably we may not succeed as much as you can. Probably that's why you're talking of other strategies to go into maybe in the southern region in other countries to see how also best we can also expand. Thank you.
All right, it's fine. Thank you very much for the question. To start with, Greenwood was introduced in Zimbabwe in 2012, which is about 12 years ago. Myself, personally, I joined Greenwood in 2018, August, the month of August, which means I'm only 5 years in the business. And I've actually managed to move up the ranks during this period, which means you yourself, you can actually join the business and you can start to progress as well. And the other good part about the people who are actually joining nowadays, there's a lot of information around you that you can use to actually grow faster than us. And the other thing is, when it comes to network marketing business, it is a business that actually needs a lot of people. For example, in my definition of network marketing, I've actually said that using a large group of independent distributors, which means you need as many people as you can get. There's no saturation or there's no maximum number. So the reason why I'm actually moving out of the country, it is just I want to spread my network to different countries. And also I feel that if I can put my eggs in different baskets, it will also allow me to counter some other economic challenges that can fall in different countries around the world. For an example, you can be having a team in Mozambique, but due to some economic challenges, the market, they can start to perform lowly. That can also affect my bonus. But if I also have another network in South Africa, which is actually performing well and their economy is doing well, it means my bonus will also be boosting. And at the end of the day, I'm going to be benefiting more from this network in South Africa, whilst the one in Mozambique is letting me down, which is not a problem, because at the end of the day, I'm making the money which I want from a Greenwood company.
Thank you very much.
All right, you're
All right,
welcome.
thank you, Mr. Tawanda. Thank you, Madam Portia. So I just want to know, Madam Portia Sibanda, where are you come from? Where are you now?
I'm based in Harare in Zimbabwe.
Based in Harare, Zimbabwe. All right. So I think it would be better if you can come to Greenwood Harare Training Center, Mr. Tawanda, or maybe Mr. Lawrence Brinyek. You can write in the chat box the address and the schedule, because I know in Harare Training Center, they are regularly giving trainings to everyone about Green World, about the compensation plan, about how to do the business, about the products and many other things. So you can get lots of information about Green World. Yes, in Africa, we have started Green World in Africa since 2007, but internationally, Green World International, we are celebrating our 30th anniversary this October, and we are going to bring 750 people to come to China to celebrate our 30th anniversary from all over the world. Okay, so Madam Portia, you're welcome to Green World. You can come to the training center and you can get more and more information about Green World. And it is not like a pyramid. Okay, anyone that really focusing, growing the business of Green World, they can be very successful. We have so many great leaders, young leaders all over Africa. They have been changing their life because of doing Green World together. Okay, so thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. But I am employed somewhere else full time, so I really would take advantage of these online meetings. They do better for me as compared to the physical trainings in Harare.
Yes, you're welcome. Anytime, madam, anytime. All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. So any other question for our today's training? Because next Friday, we are going to pause the training for 1 week, and we are going to come back with Green World Friday Zoom online training on the 25th of October. I believe on the 15th of October, we are going to start to fly to China. We are going to fly from Johannesburg, Durban, Cape Town, Harare, Lusaka, Maputo, Mozambique. We have lots of Greenwood office all over Africa. So this is the great benefit to everyone. This is the chance for you to start changing your life. I think before I close our training today, can I have an honor to present? Maybe I would like to ask Mr. Tendai. Mr. Tendai Chinoperekwe. Mr. Tendai, are you still there? Yeah. Mr. Tendai.
Mr. Budiman, how are you?
Great. Thank you, sir. So,
Awesome.
ladies and gentlemen,
How is
let me
Nigeria?
introduce Mr. Tendai Chinoperekwe. Is a Greenworld African Region Ambassador. So Mr. Tendai now is very active in growing the network, not only in Africa, but also in United States of America. Mr. Ambassador, I would like you to present a little bit about Greenworld so everyone can get a clear vision on what we should do from now to catch more brighter future this year and next year. Please, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Budiman, and thanks to Mr. Brighton and Mr. Tawanda for the wonderful teaching tonight. And they delivered a training which also covers some of the important basics of how a person must operate or build their business inside of network marketing. And this coming week is an important week for Greenwood because we have the 30th anniversary celebration, and we cannot wait to be gathered together with business partners from Latin America, from Europe, from Africa, from Asia, all over the world. And it's going to be a wonderful experience. And we would like to congratulate all those that are in this meeting and those that are not in the meeting tonight who are qualified for this all expenses paid trip to China, because events are so critical in network marketing, because you learn a lot during these meetings. You meet high-level leaders under one roof at these events. You are going to meet seven-figure earners, people that earn $1 million and above, people that are six-figure earners, people that earn 100,000 US dollars per annum and above. And when they deliver speeches and when you interact with them, you also learn a lot. And their stories, their success stories will also inspire you. And remember also to take a lot of pictures and videos to bring back to your respective countries so that you can share your experience, and also you can take short video clips of some successful leaders that you can use in your countries to grow and develop your business. But those that are not traveling to China this coming week, like Mr. Budiman said, that on the 18th, you can join our live stream event and you'll be able to see everything that will be happening there on the 18th. Of course, you will miss the other days, but the main event, the business conference on the 18th, you are going to enjoy that from the comfort of your home or office. And don't miss this. Please mark on your calendar and set a time for this, because it's going to give you a bigger picture of our organization. There are many things that have come and gone in the name of network marketing, and some of them are not really network marketing. And some of them, they take advantage of our industry. And so people do not, some of them, they don't understand which organization now to become a part of. But you can see from this 30th anniversary celebration, and also the 30 years of commitment to research and development and manufacturing of high quality products, that this is a good manufacturing partner for you to work with. And so those that are new, you have just joined the business, and those that are already a part of the business, let us continue to push and move our business, and also to educate other people about the business. And looking forward to a lot of sharing from people that are going to China next week. Thank you so much, Mr. Budiman, for giving me just a few minutes to just encourage one or two people in this meeting.
Thank you, Mr. Ambassador, Mr. Tendai Chinoperekwe, our two-star director from Greenwald, Zimbabwe. Very happy to see all the leaders around. So again, before we close today's training, I would like to thank Mr. Brighton Mutemi for the trainings, and also Mr. Tawanda Katiza for the wonderful training. Now I can see there will be more new trainers from Zimbabwe, okay? Because as far as I know, we have lots of big leaders, okay? Or they are originally coming from Zimbabwe, but some of them, they are staying in South Africa, they are staying in Botswana, they are staying in many other places. But lots of Zimbabweans, you are all the great trainers, you are all great networkers. And I believe it's all because also of our big leaders, Mr. Tendai Chinoperekwe, who already tried to duplicate whatever he can on growing this business to every person in Zimbabwe. So Greenwald is not only in Zimbabwe. I also would like to thank all the leaders from Kenya, from Nigeria, from South Africa, from Zambia, from Mozambique, from Madagascar, everywhere, all over Africa. Thank you for joining our training tonight. And we are going to see each other in China very soon. And also another session on the 25th of October, our Friday Zoom online trainings. We are going to have another 2 trainers again from Zimbabwe. Okay, so this month I'm giving the chance for Zimbabwe trainers to show up, and then hopefully next year some of you will be appointed as a Greenwald African region certified trainer. Okay. So I think, ladies and gentlemen, we can unmute ourselves. We can say thank you to our trainers, to our leaders, and we can say bye-bye together, and see you in China. See you on the 25th of October in the next Friday Zoom online training. Thank you. You can unmute yourself.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye bye.
Go well. Meet you at the top.
Good night. Bye bye, everyone.
Thank you so much for the
Good night.
training.
Bye bye.
Bye
bye.
Bye. Good night.
Bye.
Bye. Good night.
Man and our leaders.
Bye.
Bye.
Everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. Good night, Africa. And,
Good
good
night.
night, everyone.
Good
Bye.
night, everyone.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night. Have a nice
Good
weekend.
night. Good night. Good man.
Good night.
Good night, Felicitas, Kericho.
Good night. Good night from South
See you in
Africa.
Kenya.
Good night.
Good night.